regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Young now. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a
So they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Man open, here is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Young. Looking deep for Julio. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barber. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now a give, running right, Barber. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. And McCaffrey. 51 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes Diggs. And here comes Diggs. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Mayfield. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Young to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Joey Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mayfield to throw it.
That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Here comes 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And all the way down to the 9.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Now Young.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Up the middle they go with Barber. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Young.
This is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. Able to find Jones.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way down to the 37.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield.
Caught by Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Young to throw. And he's got it, McCaffrey. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Young. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Young to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Philly.